Cancel the U2 concert.
Boy, oh boy, did I have a great tirade.
Don't fucking do it. This should be like a 1.5 point line.
Oh, they just scored again.
I think he's the clear-cut winner.
That's the only good move.
That's it.
Welcome to the Thielet and Graves podcast. I'm Thielet.
I'm Graves, and we're just two dudes like yapping about sports.
Welcome to the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we're just two dudes that like to yap about sports. Today we're going to talk real short about the NFL as we had a couple one player go back into the AFC North. Aaron Rodgers still don't know where he's going to go, which is going to lead in a little bit of Steeler talk. And then we're going to go straight into the MLB to talk about the rough week of Pirate baseball yet again. And then we'll go into the NHL as officially last night. The first round of the NHL playoffs has wrapped up. All right, let's get started with the NFL. The player we were talking about is Deontay Johnson. He is officially 3 for 4 on teams in the AFC North, as last year he was picked up on waivers by the Baltimore Ravens after getting traded from the...
Well,
he originally got traded from the Steelers
to the Panthers.
Panthers waived him.
No, Panthers traded him to the Ravens at the deadline.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't picked up on waivers.
Yeah. He was waived by the Ravens, picked up by the Texans, and then waived again and picked back up by the Ravens.
Yeah, it's insane.
Because he's
on the Browns now.
Yeah, he signed with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, my God. He's a non-factor.
Are they going to use him?
They have to.
I mean, he's not their wide receiver one, is he?
No, probably they're two.
Yeah.
But him and Kenny Pickett can make magic again.
For one touchdown a year.
Hey.
That's more of a knock on Deontay.
Yeah, I was going to say, you watch your mouth about Kenny Pickett. He scores more than one touchdown a season.
Yeah, Deontay doesn't really catch that many.
Oh, he doesn't catch the ball at all.
Yeah.
But another personality to add to an already personality-filled locker room.
Yeah, because you got Kenny Pickett, you got Shador.
Kenny's not a personality. Kenny's quiet.
He is.
I'm talking about the prima donna D lineman.
The prima donna D lineman. The prima donna rookie.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
I don't even think he was at minicamp.
Shador?
Yeah, I didn't see any posts with them on minicamp. If you don't know, the NFL has officially got into minicamp season. This is where the rookies come in and do like a little get to know the facility and plays and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw Dylan Gabriel was there, Flacco was there, Kenny was there. I didn't see any photos of Shador.
Yeah, and obviously Deshaun can't walk.
Yeah, so he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
So that's just another Brown storyline that we're going to be following for the next couple months. So there's another quarterback that is not into any camp at the moment. His name's Aaron Rodgers.
Because he's not on a team.
Yes. So what we're gonna discuss where we think he's gonna go. To be honest, okay, we drafted Will Howard.
Yeah.
Or what he's gonna be known here as Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Yeah, that's what's gonna be. You're not gonna hear the OW Will. You're gonna hear the A in your name. Yeah, no, I don't see us getting A-Rod now. Because if we were going to get A-Rod, it would already been signed.
Well,
we are officially a week and a day. Technically week and 2 days after the last round of the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So if there was something going to be done, it would have been done by now. I know there's talk that he's going through some personal things, and that's been hindering him from signing a contract.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, like, you got to make a decision.
He should just retire.
Yeah.
He should just retire.
You can just call it a career.
Yeah.
I mean, he already has the Super Bowl, 4-time MVP. He is, I think, either top 15 or top 10 in passing yards and touchdowns. He has a great playoff record, unless it's the NFC Championship.
But he needs to fuel his ego.
So we'll see. We'll see where he goes. I don't see him. If Steelers are not an option, where else would he go?
Well, he's not going to the Vikings now. We know that.
Yes.
Because they just picked up Sam Howell. Well, I don't know. Maybe he still could, but
I can see him go down to New Orleans. Because with Derek Carr's shoulder being all messed up, with that whole big rumor happening down there.
I mean, maybe, but I don't think he wants to go there.
They could use probably he can go over to I'm thinking of the NFC South team that needs a f***ing quarterback, but none of them do.
Dude, the Falcons really don't.
No, they don't have Penix.
Yeah, and Thuggins.
Kirk Cochain.
Yeah.
The
Bucks definitely don't need one.
The Bucks got their guy.
Because Baker's gonna ball out.
Oh, I love Baker Mayfield in Tampa. I loved him, and don't get me wrong, I loved him coming out of college. I honestly didn't like him too much in Cleveland because it's Cleveland. But I love him down in Tampa.
Might place a bet on Baker for an MVP season.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. Carolina has Bryce Young, who's playing balls to the wall.
Yeah, he's playing way better. And Andy Dalton, who's still a serviceable back.
Yes, agreed. Now the NFC North, none of them need a quarterback for once. Chicago Bears don't need a quarterback. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yet. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see how that goes.
So I see him going somewhere as a backup.
Maybe Dallas?
That's something Jerry would do.
Matt Palangi, how would you feel about that?
Yeah, I could see that happening as a backup. He's going to be a backup next year. There's no way he's starting anywhere.
You think Dak's going to be ready to go for week 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if he wasn't, it would have already been said.
Yeah.
And they already would have made a plan and not let their backups completely leave.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. It's just like one of those things that, for once, the NFL is not very quarterback needy.
Yeah.
Because everyone pretty much has their guy, except the Steelers. Hopefully, that's gonna be well hired.
Well hired.
So it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see him play.
Yeah.
I am stoked to see him in the black and gold.
You know they're totally gonna start Mason.
Yeah, I know. I give him 2 weeks.
I mean, that's fair.
But I could see Will beating Mason out in camp.
Yeah.
And I could see Tomlin saying, we did this before with Kenny and Mitch. Let's not repeat history, and let's do the smart thing for once and start the rookie off the bat.
Is it safe to say, though, that this is a better duo than Kenny and Mitch?
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
I'm okay. We haven't seen Will play in the NFL, so we can't make any assumptions about Will.
Well, we didn't when Kenny and Mitch were a first-year duo either.
Yes, but to be honest, this is a better duo because they have more help around them.
They have more help around them, and
Mitch is not a complete idiot like how Mason. Oh no, sorry, Mason's not a complete idiot for how
Mitch didn't know what to do with the ball.
No, he didn't, and he threw interceptions. And one thing about Mason is he may not throw as many interceptions. He doesn't throw as many interceptions. He may not throw the ball downfield.
Threw a 40-yard pass when you needed 2 yards for a first down.
Yes, so he doesn't do that. And Mason's a little bit more mobile.
He is more mobile
than what Mitch was.
And he's a bigger guy, so
yes.
He knows how to
Yes, he's huge.
He knows how to handle himself.
Yes, exactly. So, and especially in a brawl, he knows how to handle himself.
Yeah.
He can take a hit.
And he loves that GP connection.
Yes, he does. So, we'll see him and GP back again. Maybe help with DK. I still don't see Mason doing well here. I hate to say it because I love the guy.
Well, at least his new deal is pretty cheap.
Yes, it's a cheap deal, and he's able to get out, and we're able to get out of it if needed. So we'll see. Well, that's gonna wrap up the NFL this week. We're gonna get over to our Bucko Weekly Update. Skeens had his first bad start in his career.
Yeah, and it actually was pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone's all up in arms about this, about him having a bad game. You can't expect a kid to go lights out every game. He's going to have a bad game. It happens. That's the part of the MLB, man. I mean, what more do you want from the kid?
We're going to pull it up over here because we're having some internet issues over here because yay.
It's because we've had a very, very powerless week here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Trees go blowing.
How long were you out of power?
0.0 minutes, thankfully.
Oh, must be nice. It must be nice. I didn't have power or service for almost 24 hours.
Oof.
Yeah, it was great. It made me so happy at home. I did nothing but watch The Flash on Netflix.
Yeah.
On my laptop. Oh, come on.
Oh, don't make me do that.
Okay,
Okay, wrap. Here we go. That's what I needed to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so it was Colin Ray versus Mr. Paul Skeens. Skeens still has a 2.74 ERA.
Not bad.
So it's not too bad. But he went 5 innings, which is low for him.
Yes.
It's low.
He hasn't done that since his first game in Chicago when they pulled him after throwing 5 scoreless innings. And I was like, what are we doing?
5 scoreless innings and then a 3-hour rain delay.
Yeah.
2.74 ERA, only 2 strikeouts, which we're getting wins without a lot of strikeouts.
Yes.
Generally. 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks.
That's high for him.
Yeah. And 3 home runs against.
I don't see anything. This ain't alarming.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
this isn't alarming. I think
it's safe to say that
he's human.
This year, the Cubs are a good team.
My audible gasp.
Look at them.
I don't care. It's only June. Sorry, we're not even in June.
It's the
first week of May.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
I know.
The Cubbies are gonna cub. It's gonna happen. They only made one move in the offseason, and everyone's saying, "Oh, they're the best team, This you can't be the best team with only one good move."
When do we play the Cubs next? Is the question.
We don't play until I think July.
June 12th is our next game against them.
And then we're at Chicago for that.
Yeah, that's at Chicago.
Oh, our June month looks rough.
Yeah. It's gonna be we got a ugly schedule coming up.
Yes, we go to Cubbies, and then
we just had the Cubbies.
Yeah, the schedule's all weird. Why is it looking like that? We got Cardinals, Braves, New York, Mets, Philly, Reds, Brewers, and then we go to Arizona. Oof. And then we're back in San Diego. Well, and then we go to San Diego.
Yeah. So
I'm going to hate this month of May, am I?
So we go 1 for 3 against the Cubbies.
We get swept by the Padres.
Which, damn, those Padres are good.
Yes.
Also, in the second game, you let Fernando Tatis steal home.
It looked a lot closer. It was really close. But the thing about it is, the pitcher was a right-handed pitcher. So he quite literally watched Tatis run down the third baseline.
I don't know.
They're so fundamentally bad.
Yeah.
Like, the Pirates they have no fundamentals.
Also, Joey, you're great when it comes to offense for an offensive catcher. His defense is a wreck.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It's a train wreck right now.
But, I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Maybe, I wish we can use Joey as just a DH. Because he's such a good offensive guy. And then we can have Endy just catch.
Well, you got to wait till Endy comes off the IL, and we don't know when the hell that's going to be.
Yeah, and then Henry needs
to not be terrible.
Yeah. So
who's our next catcher up? Because Delay's gone.
Yeah, we don't have another catcher. That's the thing. We have a crap ton of pitchers. A crap ton.
Yeah.
But we have no offense in our minor leagues.
Yeah. And speaking of pitchers, Andrew Heaney, after your first 3 starts, I was like, okay, I was wrong about you. You look like a superhuman.
Yeah. That Yankee game, he looked great.
Insane.
Opening weekend.
Purely insane. Yeah, maybe not so much anymore. Maybe he's starting to settle into Bucko baseball.
He forgot where he was playing. I think that's what happened.
Thought he was still on the Rangers.
Yeah, he looked human again. I mean, all our pitchers look human this year.
Yeah.
This is Paul's first human game, but I don't know. And then to tack onto this, IKF is now on the IL. Our only good defenseman besides B-Ray is now on the IL.
Yeah, and probably our best hitter.
No, Kutch is hitting good.
Well, Kutch is hitting good, but IKF is a reliable hitter.
O'Neill's hitting good from the leadoff, like usual.
Yeah.
So you can't say he's the only good hitter.
Yeah.
1 of 3.
1 of 3. Yeah. But yeah. So first off, who the hell do you place at shortstop now? Do you have Triolo play it mostly?
You have to, because you can't bring O'Neill back down.
You can't bring O'Neill back there.
Because if you bring O'Neill back down, who are you playing center field?
Yeah.
Because you can't bring up Jack again, because Jack can't hit the ball.
I mean, you could move Reynolds over to center.
Then
and then put Kutch at right.
Yes, you could do that. But then which opens up the DH spot, and we can put Bart in that DH spot, and then have like a defenseman catcher.
I guess, or you could see what Valdez can do at first base or at shortstop.
You could.
And I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Or just bring up a shortstop from Indy for as long as IKF is out and just call it a day.
Because Gorski's still up as far as I know.
Yes.
So you could put Gorski at first and see what
Valdez can do.
See what Valdez can do at short. But then do you have Triolo ride the bench for a lot of those games and leave Frazier in at second?
You're going to have to. Because, honestly, Frazier's not doing too bad at second base.
Yeah.
So, and the only reason he's playing second is because we don't have Gonzo, because Gonzo's still in the IL. So, we are so hurt.
Yeah.
We are incredibly hurt.
Gonzo's on the IL. We have no idea when Horwitz is going to make his debut. He's in Double-A for his rehab assignment.
And we have no idea what's going on with Jones with that injury. I mean, he was on the 60-day IL, right?
No, I think he was only on the 15. Or maybe even 10. Hang on.
I just looked up Jared Jones. Power update: Spencer Horwitz, Brian Reynolds. Oh, that's for like three weeks ago.
Oh, Jared Jones was on the 60-day.
Yep, he is cleared to start throwing.
Yeah.
Is what's going on right now. So he's throwing now.
That was updated on April 30th.
Yes, 16 hours ago is one I saw. So
current estimate is he will be able to throw off a slope in 3 or 4 weeks. So
we're not going to see him until June.
Honestly, they may just wait until after the All-Star break
to start using Jones.
They might. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
it's gonna suck.
Oh, it is gonna suck.
And Spencer Horwitz's expected return as early season began a rehab assignment with Double-A Altoona on April 27th. So hopefully he moves up to Triple-A this week.
Hopefully soon.
But
very soon.
We don't know.
We're not a bad we are a bad team, but we're not like a terrible team. We're just really hurt. Yeah. Like we're not a bottom 3. Right now we're in the third to the bottom of the MLB, behind the White Sox and the Rockies.
How about them Rockies? Looking like they could be the worst team of all time, literally.
And I thought that was going to be the White Sox.
I had the White Sox winning 44 games, which could still happen.
Could still happen. We're
it
still
could
early.
Still happen.
Still early.
And Nikki G is no longer in a walking boot. Goal is for him to start jogging by the end of the week. That is April 30th.
Great. That is amazing. That is what we want to hear.
So, hopefully. It's just a shit ton of TBDs.
Knock on wood, O'Neill's still healthy.
Also, underrated bullpen loss, Justin Lawrence.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a hell of a waiver pickup.
Yes, it was.
And no earlier than mid-May return.
Great. So our bullpen that's already crapped the bed this week decides to lose another guy.
Yeah. Dennis is back from the bereavement list.
Yes.
So at least we have one bullpen guy.
Yes, we have our closer back.
But Bednar is since coming back.
Yeah, I mean,
He's just eh.
he had a couple good a couple good outings.
Holderman, I think, went down.
Yeah, he did. Thank gosh.
Good.
Keep him there.
Good. Yeah. Don't ever bring him up again, and find a trade partner at the deadline.
Yes.
Please, for the love of God.
That's what we need. A trade partner.
Yeah.
We need something.
Either him or Kyle Nicholas, who might be worse. Because who I effectively call Kyle Nickel.
It's this Pirate team. They have no life to them. So, okay, ready? And I've seen these things that our GM and coach, a GM and manager has officially killed baseball in May. You want to hear his records since taking the helm?
Oh, God. Oh,
Year 1, 19 and 41. Year 2, 61 and 101. Year 3, 62 and 100. That year sucked. That year stung a lot.
That was 22?
Yes.
Oh, God.
76 and 86, not a half bad year. Last year they were 76 and 86 again. Year 6 so far to date, they are 12 and 23. The total of 306 and 43, 41.1 win percentage.
I don't even want to know what Nutting's record is. I don't want to know.
It's
Bad. It's got to be bad.
this is just all over the place.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for us with the MLB.
Yeah.
Let's get into a better mood and talk some puck.
Yeah, we got a lot of puck to talk. So, the first round is over.
What a first round it was.
What a first round.
Especially for the West, the 2 Game 7s back-to-back days, and beautiful series.
Yeah.
The way they ended, that was great.
So we're going to recap each first round match. We'll talk storylines. We'll talk what's the future for the teams that are out, if it was a success season or a failure season. So let's start with Carolina, New Jersey, the first series to wrap up. For a 5-game series, it was fun.
Yeah. Miserable ending for
It
New
was
Jersey.
a miserable ending for the Devils.
For who honestly had a great season.
They had a successful season. They just, couldn't stay off the IR.
The thing about the Devils is that they're moving closer and close. Like, they're, on the edge of just getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of like how we were in 07, 06. Like, we were there, but we weren't there yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of where they are. Like, they have a chance. If they, for this offseason, they need to make a splash to get them the edge to get over.
For one thing, Jack Hughes needs to stay healthy.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing is he needs to not,
break halfway through the year.
Yeah. I think even though he's older, Markstrom could be their future goalie for at least the next 3 to 4 years.
Yes. Which is honestly the window they have in general.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to sign Jack soon. They're going to have to sign these other guys pretty soon.
Yeah.
So you had that 3 to 4 window when you have the lesser contracts.
Let's just see what they're.
I don't think they have much cap room.
I'm not sure here.
But the series was fun. It was fun to watch, even though Jersey didn't have their entire roster play.
They are almost 900,000 over the cap right now, but the cap is about to go up.
Again,
It's going to go up at the start of the league new year.
I can't wait till it goes up.
Yeah.
It opens up so
going
much
up.
room.
It's going up by a shit ton.
Which is what it should be. I mean, I think it's about time they start moving up the cap a lot.
They do have a lot of free agents though coming up.
So
let's just see, are they going to stay or are they going to leave? Tomas Tatar.
he's leaving.
You think so?
They're not going to sign him.
I actually kind of think they signed him to a 2-year deal cuz they let him walk to Colorado. He did nothing there. They trade him to Seattle. He did nothing there. He's had just success after success in New Jersey, so I see him staying. Nathan Bastian, I mean, he's a fourth line guy, so
It's not too much of a loss if he leaves.
it's not a huge loss if he leaves. Curtis Lazar, same thing.
Yes.
Not a huge loss. Daniel Sprong, he's
Former
like,
Penguin.
he's a Josh Johnson. He's the Josh Johnson of the NHL kind
Oh,
of.
dude, he honestly is.
Because he just bounces around at every single team. Where's he gonna go next? Like,
I don't know. He's not staying in Jersey.
your face made it seem like you wanted him to come home.
Wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. We need depth.
Yeah.
We need fourth liners.
And Justin Dowling on the forward for the UFA cap it off. Who are you?
It's Cody Glass and on.
A restricted free agent.
Oh, I saw that name. I said, "Oh,
Yeah, he's a restricted free agent. We don't need him.
it would be
He-
nice to have him."
He's the wrong fit for this Penguins team.
Well, we don't know what our Penguins team's going to be because we don't have a coach.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Nolan Foote. Again, who are you?
We might have a coach.
Their big free agent on defense, Brian Dumoulin.
Do not give me that look. We're not bringing him back. Sign him.
No.
Jersey, do us a favor and sign him, please.
Yeah. He's not going to get a long-term deal anywhere.
He's going to get a 2-year deal, and then that as we're going to call it a career.
Dennis Chalowski, again, who?
Yeah.
And then their biggest one is a restricted free agent, Luke Hughes.
He's staying with his brother.
Yeah, I would think so.
So they're going to sign him because they're going to keep the brothers together.
I would hope they're going to qualify him. And Jake Allen is a unrestricted.
Yeah, but he hasn't done shit for them, so.
Well, he's been a solid backup for them, honestly.
Yeah, but they have Nico behind them.
Yeah, and Dawes is solid, but
They need a goalie, like a long-term goalie.
yeah, because I mean, Markstrom's got 1 year left.
Yes.
At 4.125, that's a solid goalie contract. Let's just be honest. Like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, their window's not over. They just need to not be hurt every 5 seconds.
Yes. All right, let's go to the Carolina side of it. I think this is them moving on is a little surprising.
It was surprising, especially after Freddie got hurt.
I'm so happy that I switched my pick last second to Carolina.
What was I thinking?
I'll tell you what, my bracket right now looking pretty good.
Mine is my East side took the shit of the century.
Yeah. How about your Tampa Bay Lightning?
Well, you had them going to the East final. All right.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You had them winning the whole damn thing.
I had them losing to the final.
Doesn't matter. All right, well, let's go over to Washington, Montreal.
It doesn't matter how you look at it. It's a success season for the
Canadiens. Yeah, no, the Canadiens had a amazing. This was, you know what's scary? This was supposed to be a rebuild.
This was supposed to be another year of the rebuild, and now they're looking like, yeah, they could be set.
They could be set for the future. They have a lot of young stars.
They have a lot of young stars coming up. Lane Hudson, wouldn't be shocked if he wins the Calder. I mean,
agreed.
Again, he's gonna have to beat out Celebrini.
Yes, which is gonna be hard because Celebrini's having a great year.
Yeah, and then who was the other one that was up for the Calder?
Our award show's in a couple weeks. I haven't even thought about that yet.
Yeah, and free agents, honestly, not too bad. They're unrestricted free agents. Christian Dvorak. Honestly, I kind of wouldn't mind if the Penguins went and looked at him.
Yeah, he'll be a good fit here.
Yeah, and he's only 29. Joel Armia, I think they keep him.
Yes.
Michael Pezzetta,
they keep him.
I haven't heard that name. That's like a forgettable name.
They're gonna keep him.
Yeah. David Savard retired. So
yes.
Hats off on a
solid
career. Stanley Cup champion with the Lightning. And then RFA's Emil Heineman. How do you not keep him?
Yeah.
Jaden Struble. How do you not keep him? And Jakob Dobes. How do you not keep him? Honestly, Montembeau's fine, but
why is Carey Price's name still up there?
His contract is still active.
They're still paying him that big contract.
They're still
even though
paying
he's
him
not playing.
10. They're still paying him 10.5 a year.
Oh my! He's not playing anywhere. He's retired.
Pretty much, he's medically retired. Yeah.
Medically retired. I remember. Yeah. That's right. They're still paying that 10 million.
Also, that's Dr. Carey Price to you.
Oh, sorry. That's right. I forgot.
But yeah, they pay him 10.5 mil next season, and then his contract's over.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's a massive hit.
yeah.
At least they have a lot of young stars where they're not like trying to find a way to get around it.
And also, this is the last season where they have their dead cap coming off the books of Jake Allen and Penguins legend Jeff Petrie.
I don't ever want to hear that name again. Yeah, and then if you go over to the Washington Capitals side of it,
I mean,
all I gotta say is bands make them dance, baby.
Bands make a dance. Bands make a dance.
And they're dancing right on over to the Stanley Cup. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna get easier for them.
Look, Dallas is still my cup pick right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if Washington goes to the final.
Oh no, I see them winning it all.
I think it's either gonna be them or the Panthers on the east side that goes to the final.
Yes. Right now, where are the series? So, Carolina plays Washington.
Yeah.
Toronto got
Panthers.
Toronto's not beating the Panthers.
No. It's going to be a better series than it was in 23, but
they're just not going to win.
No.
So it's going to be Florida versus Washington.
East final.
That
Probably.
is a amazing Eastern final.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, no, this is the continued success for the Caps, and I'm actually happy for that.
Yeah.
You know, after the season that they've been having with, honestly, it shouldn't even be as good as they are if you really look at it.
I'm gonna
losing Alex for almost half the year to a broken leg.
Should I wear my Caps jersey?
You have one?
Yeah, I have a OV white screaming eagle.
You take that hat off right now. Don't you ever?
I didn't buy it.
Why do you have it?
It was a gift.
Oh, who messed with you that hard?
A Caps fan.
That makes sense. Oh God. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm done. I'm not even talking to you. I have another team's jersey, but it's a David Ortiz Cooperstown jersey.
Okay, that's sick.
So it's not even a rival I have.
Yeah.
You have public enemy number 1, okay? I'm not even calling...
I didn't ask for it.
I'm not even calling Flyers public enemy because it's not 2011 anymore. So, oh my... I might have to cut the pod short. I can't handle this. All right, let's move over to Toronto, Ottawa.
Again, it's kind of hard to not call it this a successful season for Ottawa.
Yeah,
when again you expected it to be another rebuild year because it felt like this was going to be a never-ending rebuild.
Yes, and honestly, them being in the playoffs is a miracle in general.
Yeah.
Now forcing Toronto to,
and especially with almost forcing a game 7,
like that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Toronto is a little overhyped.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the one game I watched from this series, I didn't watch the series too much because I just knew Toronto was going to win it somewhere down the line. So
yeah,
it
was almost looking like it was going to be
a Bruins all over again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The one game I watched, Toronto's not going to beat Florida. I'm not saying they're going to get swept by Florida.
No, but it's going to be 5 or 6.
Yes, at least. That's at the top. I think it's going to be a 6-game series. I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep.
I mean, is it going to be closer for Toronto than it was in 2023?
Yes.
Probably, because that was a gentleman's sweep, and that was a blowout.
Yes.
A blowout every single game except for the one Toronto won.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's going to be closer, but yeah, Toronto's not coming out of this one alive.
No, they're not.
But taking a look at Ottawa, they're kind of free agent city. So,
Yeah, they have a lot of unrestricted.
So Claude Giroux's their big one.
I want to say he's their big one.
Well,
Brady's up there.
Brady's got 4 years left.
Oh, I saw the UFA.
Yeah, that's Claude. That's true.
No, well, you have the same marker on.
Yeah, in 2030.
Oh, in 2030. Okay, then never mind.
Yeah. So Giroux's their big one. He's 37 years old, so it could be the end of the line for him, to be honest.
Like, what do you do there?
We don't know. He's gonna get like
he wasted his career in Philly, man.
If he stays, then if he keeps playing, then he's getting a 2-year deal max at like
you
$5 million.
Do you do the funny thing and bring him to Pittsburgh?
I'd love to see it. I think it'd actually be kind of decent.
Yeah, put him as a fourth liner.
Yeah, like honestly, have him
and Sid in the same locker room is gonna be really funny.
Him and Sid in the same locker room is gonna be hilarious.
Him and Gino in the same locker room is even better.
I think he could have a lot of chemistry with guys like Hazy.
Yes.
Because he's played with Hazy.
Yeah.
He knows him. But looking at other free agents, Nick Cousins, you son of a bitch.
They're gonna keep him.
Yeah. He's a bum.
Yeah, but he's gonna keep him.
Yeah. Matthew Highmore, I don't see why you don't keep him.
Yeah, no, he had a solid year for them.
Adam Gaudette, I don't see why you don't keep him.
They may be like free agent heaven over there, but the thing about it is that they have a lot of guys that you can see them keeping.
Yeah. Big restricted free agent, Fabian Zetterlund, who he's an emerging stud.
Yes.
Let's be honest. I was shocked San Jose traded him at the deadline.
Well, San Jose has a lot of problems.
San Jose does have a lot of problems. Also, they're going to need a backup because Anton Forsberg.
It's gone. He's not staying.
Yeah. And Travis Hamonic. Ooh. Yeah, it's free agent city, but
there's a lot of guys that I can see them keeping. And they're already 295 below the cap.
Yeah.
And that's before the cap movement.
They don't have anybody on LTIR. They're paying Korpisalo dead cap, but that's $1 million.
Yeah, that's nothing crazy.
They're gonna start paying Colin White on a buyout. When did that happen?
We're about to have a buyout too, by the way.
Well, don't jinx it. I want it to happen, but now it's not gonna happen.
I think we're gonna buy out Jari. It's gonna happen. Come on, dude. Let's just make the announcement already. You already fired our coach. Let's go ahead and just get rid of the goalie.
Is Allmark worth 8.25?
No. Oh gosh, no. He look what he had in Boston was special.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to say he's a solid backup, but he's like one of those like iffy guys.
Yeah, he's a decent like
regular season goalie. He's not good in the playoffs.
He could work really well on a 1A 1B.
Yes.
And he would be the 1B.
Yes, and which is what he was in Boston before they decided not to sign him back.
Yeah, and then almost not sign Swayman because Don Sweeney decided to Don Sweeney.
Yeah, that's insane.
But no, Steve Stamkos has taken over for this team perfect after Pierre Dorian f***ed him into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right, last East series, Tampa Bay versus Florida. This is a failure of a season for them.
Yeah, this is
their worst playoff performance since their final appearances.
Oh, yes.
100%. It may look like on paper that the one last year was worse, but after going out and acquiring the top free agent on the market last season with Jake, that's the performance you put up?
Yeah. They had Florida dead to rights.
Yeah.
They should have just walked in here 1-6 and called it a game.
Especially considering Florida didn't have their best defenseman for 3 out of the 5 games.
Yes.
Also, let's talk about it. Ekblad got suspended again. Dude, like, what are you doing?
I mean, granted, that was a beast of a hit.
It was a beast of a hit, but
It made my little goon hockey self love it.
it's not as bad as his last suspension.
No, it's not.
But
Uh,
great job, bud.
yeah, I mean, I love the hit. I didn't even get to mention the hit in the Capital Series, the Tom Wilson one.
We mentioned that plenty last week.
I love how physical in general this series, like these games, have been.
Did you see the amount of injuries for the Lightning, though?
It's insane. That whole series was like both teams were incredibly injured.
After first round. The injury report for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Shout out to Raw Charge. So, Brandon Hagel was playing on a concussion.
He was playing on a concussion?
That's what it sounds like.
So he was concussed and playing hockey.
It kind of looks like it.
They lost their big guy, Hedman, with a foot.
Yeah, broken foot, which it looked like he was still playing. I'm pretty sure he was still playing on that. Kucherov had a busted left hand.
You saw that in the last game.
But Kucherov is insane.
Yeah.
So he's going to play on that no matter what. Nick Paul, torn left wrist. Yeah, ow. Yanni Gord, broken finger. Ow, I know what that feels like. Anthony Cirelli, grade 2 MCL strain. How do you play on that?
You just tape it up. You did what I did over the weekend. You tape it up and hope to God it stays together.
Luke Glendening, AC joint separation right shoulder.
Oh. Dude, this is what I love about hockey. Okay.
He had that injury in the regular season.
Okay.
April 9th.
This is what I love about hockey. You don't see it until after the series is over that how banged up these players are, because they're just saying, oh, let's just tape it up and go out there and play some hockey. Or in Blake and Hagel, and Hagel's is saying, let's act like everything's going straight and not spinning every time I'm moving my body.
Eric Chernak, knee contusion. Dude. And then Oliver Bjorkstrand, compartment syndrome?
What's that?
Compartment syndrome happens when there's too much pressure around your muscles. The pressure reduces the flow of blood, fresh oxygen, and nutrients to your muscles and nerves. Extremely painful.
That's from the Cleveland Clinic.
So he was just short of being like septic, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, dude. How are you alive? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anyways, taking a look at their free agent list. Nothing insanely massive.
No,
their biggest one is Yanni Gord, who they just acquired.
So
I see them keeping him. He's 33, but I can see them keeping him.
What do you do in Tampa? Do you think it's coaching?
No, I still think Coop. I don't think this is on Cooper at all. I think this is the point where the moves that Brisebois made is biting him in the ass. I still don't think Brisebois is a bad GM, but like trading Sergachev,
Stamkos leaving.
It was a weird bunch of moves. And look, Gensel's great, but he's not going to save you every single minute.
No, he's not. And he didn't have to do that in Pittsburgh.
No.
So,
like, yes, that first round, he did have 8 goals the last time he played for the first round in Pittsburgh. He played, like...
Oh, it's also against New York, who Jake Gensel historically plays out of his mind against the Rangers.
Torches.
I don't get it, because it's just that's the only team that he, like, it's kind of like Philly and Crosby.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So, Yanni Gord is their big free agent. I see them keeping him.
Yeah, same.
Cam Atkinson, again, 4th liner. I see them keeping him.
Yep.
He doesn't want to go back to Philly or Columbus.
No. And do you really want to?
No.
If I have a choice between staying in Tampa Bay or going back up to Philly or or Columbus, I'm going to Tampa.
Yeah.
99, 10 out of the 10 times it happens.
It's a lot of just bottom 6 guys that are free agents. You have Gord, Atkinson, Luke Glendening.
I don't see them keeping him.
I see Glendening walking. Glendening's 36, so honestly, this could be it for him.
Yes.
Especially after an AC joint separation. I mean, Jesus, dude. Nick Perbix.
How much longer is Hedman there?
Hedman is there till 2029.
Oh, wow.
Because he just got he makes $8 million a year, and he'll be 35 next year.
I know he's older.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Also, Ryan McDonough, 6.75.
That's overpaid.
Yeah.
That's a Ryan Graves contract right there.
I mean, McDonough's certainly better than Ryan Graves.
But it's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move from that series and let's go over to the Western. You want to talk about Vegas and Minnesota first and just get out of the way?
Yeah. It's a success season for the Wild.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, putting up a solid fight, having a great game 2 and 3.
Yes.
It did kind of feel like that Pens Islanders series in 2021 a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It kind of had that same energy.
I don't even want to think about that series.
Yeah.
That series hurt in so many ways. So many.
Also,
Matt Murray.
Let's clap it up for
Yes.
Flower.
Yes, Flower. Congrats on a hell of a career, Hall of Fame worthy career, arguably goalie.
He's a top 3 of all time.
Yes.
And he's 3.
Yeah, it's hard
because of Waugh and Hasek.
Yeah, but he is definitely up there.
I'm putting him over Brodeur.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I am putting him over.
Oh
Brodeur.
yeah, me too. It's not even close. I mean, come on now. The things he was able to do for, I'm not even counting the time he was in Chicago because he was just there for a brief minute. The things he did for Vegas, Minnesota, and the Pens. If you just look at those 3 franchises, first of all, he helped Minnesota get a goalie of the future and help train their goalie. Vegas, brand new team, led him to the Stanley Cup Playoffs in the first year.
Led him to the final in the first year.
Now, and arguably, you don't even need to say what happened here in Pittsburgh. 3 cups. Yeah. 3 cups.
Shockingly didn't win a Vezina during his time in Pittsburgh. Won a Vezina his last season in Vegas before they betrayed him.
He should have won a Vezina here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And one of the best saves in Pens history in Game 7 of the 2009 series to get his first cup. So, look, I think he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
Not even close.
It's not even a question.
And it's not even just because what he does on the ice to him, off the ice, sweetest guy you'll ever meet, funniest guy you'll ever meet. And yeah, it's great. And it's gonna suck not having it's gonna suck not having Fleury in the NHL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, but looking at the Wild as a whole, it might be an easy summer for them.
Yeah, an easy one.
Their biggest free agent right now is John Merrill.
And that's it.
Yeah, they're gonna keep him.
Yeah.
John Merrill's staying.
Because they don't have to pay the Fleury contract anymore.
Yeah. So
they have, to be honest, I know Flower hasn't done his announcement, his retirement.
But he said when he signed his new deal this past year that it was going to be his last season. So we know it's coming any second.
Yes. I would love for him to sign a one-day contract with the Pens and retire as a Penguin.
I want to see it so bad.
Do you think he's going to do that?
I hope so. I don't know, but I really hope so.
I think out of all the teams he's been at, I think
he's either going to do it there or he's going to do it in Vegas.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Yeah.
I would love for him to do it in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Just don't pull an AB and do it in Vegas.
Yes, please.
Anyways, yeah. Forward free agents, you got Marcus Johansson. I think they keep him.
Yeah.
He's a third liner.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Gustav Nyquist.
I can see him walking.
Dubas?
Yeah. Dubas.
Justin Brazeau,
Uh,
fourth liner.
Yeah.
Sure, keep him. Sure. And then, but think ahead to the future. Think ahead, because you can start. Because on July 1st, you can start signing guys that only have 1 year F. Lock up Gustafsson.
oh, yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Lock
yes.
his ass up.
And then just sign a old goalie to be your backup.
Yeah. You got to do it. And Kaprizov. Because he's only got 1 year left, too.
Yeah, but it's the fact, are they going to want to pay him?
It's Kirill Kaprizov. Yes, they're going to want to pay him.
All right. Let's move over to your series. What does the Kings say? Go, Kings, go? Shouldn't it be no Kings, no?
No, Kings, no!
So,
They
so-
did it again!
do you want to talk about it? Who was right? I want you to look.
Not fucking really. I don't really want to fucking talk about it. We
Look
have
at
to
me.
fucking talk about
Look
it.
at me. Who was right? Say his name. Say his name.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No. You were fucking right.
Okay. Who was right? Who should you listen to when it comes to predictions? Me. Okay. Let's go Edmonton. Okay. All right. Go talk about your little brother franchise.
Home ice advantage, the best home team in the league all fucking season, and that doesn't even help. What the fuck? Okay, first objective for the Kings this offseason,
Let's go Edmonton.
fire Rob Blake. Instantly. You have to fire Rob Blake. He's not a good GM. Like
Isaac, I just want to say this. Connor McJesus owns your franchise. How do you feel about that? That LA is now owned by Connor McJesus.
fuck you.
In all seriousness, no, this wasn't a half bad year for the Kings.
I mean, it was a solid regular season, but that playoff performance puts them in fail territory, kind of.
It's kind of like they're like Tampa Bay of.
They're like the Toronto.
Yeah,
They're-
they are
they're
Toronto.
They're turning into the Leafs of the West.
Yes.
Good God. I mean, but yes, you have to fire Rob Blake.
Yes.
You have to. Like, I'm not putting this on Jim Hiller because he's a solid coach, I think. But Rob Blake's just a terrible GM. And then looking at their free agent list, okay. Their biggest one is Vlad Gavrikov.
That's not even a big one.
Yeah.
Like, scroll all the way down to their goaltending. Are they paying any dead cap?
Dead cap. They're still paying Mike Richards for the next 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
Good Jesus. And this season ends the retained cap for Ivan Provorov.
That's good for you guys.
But they're still paying Mike Richards. Good God.
What a waste of a contract.
So they got Kemper locked up for the next 2 years. They gotta go get a backup.
Yep, they don't have a backup.
They gotta go get a backup.
That's where I can see Jari going.
And honestly, Riddick's a pretty mediocre backup.
Hey, it could be worse. You could have Jari.
Yeah. But yeah, Gavrikov, I see him keeping. LaFerriere is big on the restricted free agent side. And honestly, you got to keep LaFerriere.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Honestly, I want him to keep Kuzmenko because he's been solid. That's where he's fit in the best since he's been in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So, because he wasn't a good fit in Calgary.
No.
He was never going to fit in Philly.
No one fits in Philly.
No one fits in Philly. He's fit really well for the Kings.
Yes, he has. It would be dumb for the Kings not to go in and be like, okay, let's get this contract. He should take a team-friendly deal.
He's going to. He easily will. Because, look, yes, he had a 39-goal season a couple of years ago. He's removed from that.
Yes.
But he's
2 years removed from that.
He's
So-
about to turn 30.
It's a team-friendly time.
Like $3.5 million
Yes.
for like 3 to 4 years.
Call it a day.
Yeah. Tanner Jeannot. I don't know what to do with this guy. He looked like he was going to be like a stud in Nashville. And then they acquire every pick under the sun from Tampa Bay for him. He doesn't do jack shit in Tampa. They flip him to LA for like nothing.
A bag of chips.
It's fine in LA. He's fine.
He's only 27.
13 points. A whole 13 points this year.
12 points more than Ryan Graves. I want you to put that in that perspective.
Actually, it's 9 points more.
I forgot he had that other point.
He had 1 goal, 3 assists.
We were there for the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
And then here's a retirement prediction. Trevor Lewis.
Yes.
It's probably the end of his career.
Yeah, he's retiring.
He's about to be 39.
He lost a step too. You could have saw it in the last series too.
Yeah.
Granted, Edmonton's really fast in general, but you saw it.
But Trevor Lewis hasn't been the same guy for years.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Alrighty. No, I think this is like a lower successful year for the Kings.
Yes.
I think they should have done better in the playoffs. But Edmonton's moving on.
Home ice doesn't even help.
No, it doesn't. Because McJesus just owns your franchise.
Oh, bite me.
All right. Let's get over to the last 2 series. Honestly, the best 2 series of the entire first round.
Oh, it's not even a question.
Colorado and Dallas. What a Game 7.
That was an amazing Game 7 to watch live. And at least it didn't go until like 11:30 at night.
I don't care. I stayed up and watched it. I enjoyed every second of the Winnipeg game.
I stayed up and watched it, but like,
What a comeback by Dallas, by the way. Being down and then turn around. And well, what a big middle finger.
Hey, in Colorado, how's that Mikko Rantanen hole looking for you guys now?
It's huge.
It's huge.
Mikko gave him the middle finger in that last game. He had a hat trick, right?
He had a hat trick.
Yeah, that's right. Game 7 hat trick.
Game's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And also, Pete DeBoer is 9-0 in Game 7s.
That's a crazy stat.
How?
That's a crazy stat.
Unreal. Okay, so Avs free agent list. So the big guy you get for Rantanen, Marty Necas, he's got 1 year left. He's eligible to sign an extension on July 1st.
He's going to sign an extension.
Do what Carolina just decided not to do.
With Jake.
Because Necas fits in there perfectly.
Oh, yeah, he does. Like, it's like a match made in heaven there.
Yeah. Because this season, 55 points. He had 55 points in Carolina in 49 games. In 30 games with the Avalanche, he had 11 goals, 17 assists, 28 points in 30 games. He was almost a point per game in Colorado. Like, how do you not sign him?
Exactly.
Like, so
him and McKinnon is...
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Also, why is Gabe still showing up on LTIR?
Is he still hurt?
No, he was playing.
Oh, yeah,
he was playing. What the hell?
They haven't updated it yet.
I guess not.
He didn't look too bad.
He looked all right, honestly.
Yeah, I mean...
For not playing in 3 years.
Yeah. Which is a crazy thing.
But free agents, Brock Nelson, he's walking.
Yeah,
he's walking. Dubas. You can get him on a team friendly. Jonathan Drouin. That's an interesting one.
I think he stays.
Because he was junior teammates with McKinnon.
Yeah, he stayed.
Yeah.
He's going to take a team-friendly deal to be on the same team as McKinnon.
And he's going to be 31.
Yeah,
at
so
the
he's
start
young.
of next season. So, Jimmy Vesey, He's walking.
Walking. Gone.
And Joel Kiviranta.
Walking.
Really?
Yes.
I was going to say he's staying.
He hasn't done much.
He hasn't done much. He's a fourth liner.
And then they need to clear up space for that contract
Yeah.
that they signed.
Oh, yeah. This really has been updated. It's showing Josh Manson's on LTIR, too. Okay. Defense. They got some stuff to do. So, Ryan Lindgren.
Keep. You don't have an option.
Yeah. Only makes $225. The one good deal Chris Drew re-signed.
Same contract. Just give him the same contract all over again.
Yeah. Tucker Pullman. Are you a person?
Let him walk.
And Eric Johnson. This might be the end for him.
Yes. I think that's been another retirement this year.
Yeah. I don't know. He could play another year. He's only making $1 million.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I see him walking.
But I don't see him playing with anyone other than the Avs.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone else is going to take.
He retires or he plays with the Avs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's his home. Let's just be honest. They're gonna have 0 in dead cap or retained, because they were only paying Georgiev for this year in dead cap.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be fine. Yeah, look, I don't really know what to do if you're the Avs, because, like, it was a solid season. It was a good bounce back season. You know, you made a bunch of big splash moves right at the right time, but look, some people are going to extremes of, like, do you fire Bednar? Which I don't think you do.
No, you don't.
Like, it's not the right time to do that.
It makes no sense to fire him.
No.
Because it's not his fault.
No, I mean, and honestly, I don't think upper management's doing that bad of a job. McFarland, yes, he made a lot of risky moves, but, like, there isn't one that really went bad. Like, because, yes, you gave up Mikko Rantanen, but Natchez has been almost a point-per-game player in the turnaround, and he's a lot cheaper.
They are $6 million over the cap at the moment.
Yeah. So I don't know how much the cap going up is going to
help them.
Which is why they need to let guys like Brock and VC walk. Also, Miles Wood getting paid till 2029.
That's so bad.
It's only 2.5, but what the hell? Anyways, and Nichushkin at 6.125.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
That's too big of a contract. All right. Let's go over to my favorite series. Winnipeg versus St. Louis.
Yeah.
This was a very successful year for St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. When it looked like, look, they were terrible under Bannister. I mean, honestly, look, bringing in Montgomery was the right move, but
this was their first good year since 2019.
I don't think they should have let Berube go. But yes, this was their first this is their first year back to the playoffs since 2021. And yes, maybe first really good year since 2019. But also, the home team won every single game this series. What?
Winnipeg's going to have to learn how to play on the road.
Yeah. Playoff Hellebuck. It's a real thing.
I think this Game 7 gave him confidence, though.
Yeah, we were looking at a possible another disaster class. And then...
Yeah, I was fully walking in the third period. I was fully getting ready to walk in here and talk about another a Winnipeg disaster. When that goal was scored, by the way, I jumped up. Because I was so excited.
The Lowry 2 OT.
Yeah. And then the overtime winning one, too. Like, come on now. How can you not be excited right now?
Yeah.
Now, look. Do I think Winnipeg's going to beat Dallas? Yes, I do.
Hell no.
Yes, I do.
Not a chance.
Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
Gentleman's sweep
for
the Stars.
Nope. Winnipeg's going to win. I think Winnipeg's going to out-physical them. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
The softest laugh track ever. Okay. But Blues, they barely have any work to do.
Yeah, which is nice.
So their biggest free agent that can realistically be signed because of his age is Radek Faksa, which honestly just keep him. He was fine. He's a solid third, fourth liner. But then their other free agent is Ryan Suter, who's 40 years old.
Yeah, he's retiring.
I mean, it feels like he's timeless, but dude, just call it a career. I mean,
Exactly.
Holy crap.
Okay, let's talk about the next round.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our predictions on the second round.
Yeah. With now our updated series, and not based on our brackets.
Which, by the way, pull up our brackets and see how good our brackets are doing. Well, mine is.
You pull up yours, because I don't.
You have mine.
I don't have yours.
Oh, I thought you did.
Oh, that's a lot of gray. That's a lot of gray.
NHL brackets. Bracket challenge.
Okay. So, Leafs Sens. Perfect prediction. 4-2. I called it.
I had a gentleman sweep.
Oof. Big oof. I'm a 57%, so I'm over 500, but barely.
Oh wait, it's not logging me in. Yes, log me in.
Bolts Panthers. How could you?
You could have predicted that one.
I picked the Caps to go 7.
Leaderboard. This is what I want.
I didn't pick anything under a 6-game series. That entire first round.
So I have
Oh,
one gray, and that's Wait, what? Oh yeah, I had the right pick. My only wrong pick was Tampa versus Florida. I had Tampa in my Eastern final, but I didn't get. I got the only series I got right with like games 1 was Vegas. I had a 4-2 there. Actually, I want to see where I'm at in our.
got to pull it up over here.
Oh, why is it not working for you?
No internet.
Again?
Still never connected, and it still won't connect.
Podcaster host battle. This is what I want to see. Oh yeah, who's in second place? Your boy. Okay.
Who's in last place?
You.
I knew it. I knew it.
You're behind Nick, and then who's ever Penn's 2024 bracket.
Assuming that's Jake.
Yeah, I'm in first.
Oh.
Well, no, Jonesy's in first. I'm in second. Yeah. You made fun of my bracket, didn't you? My bracket looks amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Because I picked the Devils.
Yep. I'm happy I changed that. All right, so let's get.
And the Kings decided.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about it.
Them staff changes.
So what? No, we didn't do our predictions for the second round.
Oh yeah, that too.
Florida, Toronto. Florida in 5.
Yeah, Florida. I'll say Florida in 6, but it's gonna be a hard couple of games.
Yeah.
For the Leafs.
Carolina, Washington in 6.
Although, I will take this for tonight. A little prop for tonight because game 1's tonight. Big Poppy hat trick.
Oh, I could see that happening.
I'll take it. Yeah, Carolina, Washington. Caps in 6.
That's what I said. Yeah, Caps in 6.
Yeah.
Dallas, Winnipeg. Winnipeg in 6.
Dallas in 5.
You're outrageous. Vegas versus Edmonton. Edmonton in 7.
Vegas in 7.
That's gonna be a good series.
It's gonna be a really good series.
It's gonna be very entertaining.
Watch
Who has home ice?
Vegas.
Edmonton in 7. Still.
Yeah.
They're gonna win in Vegas.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get in? Oh, did you make your pick yet?
Yeah, Vegas in 7.
That's right. Okay, let's get to the staff changes. Rick Tocchet elects to not stay with the Canucks.
That was surprising.
Very surprising. I wouldn't mind him here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people I've talked to said that he isn't going to come here because he doesn't have the same support staff. He doesn't have Rutherford. He doesn't have the same level of ownership. I know Mario is still technically a minority owner as far as I know, but like, I don't think he wants to be with Fenway.
I mean, let's see. I think that we could make the move, and the Pens. I don't think he'd be bad here.
No, he honestly he'd fit really well here but apparently the Flyers are all over him.
Yeah, but the fact is that is he going to want to go to Philly?
He was a captain there, so I don't know.
I don't see him going to Philly. I don't think he wants to go somewhere that's too much of a mess. Where at least we're not as bad. At least as the Pens are not more of a mess than what the Flyers are.
Yeah.
I think we're honestly the best opening spot in the NHL.
Yeah.
Second best behind Vancouver now.
Well, I don't know. Vancouver's kind of a disaster.
All right. Let's talk about the Pens. Actually, we got poached. Mike Sullivan is officially a New York Rangers head coach. I'm gonna.
Did you hear the rumor that apparently Torts could follow him back to New York?
Yeah, I saw that.
And Torts was the head coach there. Sully was his assistant in New York. The roles would be reversed. What the hell?
That would be insane.
That would be f***ing insane.
That New York team's gonna be scary next year. They're gonna be very scary next year.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Chris Drury, I think, is still gonna do something stupid.
Yeah. Well,
but I don't know.
Mike Sullivan with a young, fast team scares me.
Yeah.
That's what scares me the most. It's just the fact that he finally has what he had in 16-17 is a fast, young team for the first time in a long time. So, we'll see.
Here's a Game Crashers idea. You and me go to Rangers Penguins next year.
We should.
At least one of them.
At least one of them.
At least one of them.
we play them a crap ton, so we'll at least go to one.
Yeah.
All right. You know what else is tonight? The draft lottery.
Yeah.
Right now, the Pens have a 5% chance to have the draft lottery pick. I would love to have the draft lottery pick. Remind me again. Is the kid from... I'm trying to remember the kid's name. Am I blanking? The first overall pick for this year.
Oh,
It already came out?
Breaking news. The LA Kings have fired general manager Rob Blake.
Are you happy?
Yes. I just see that come up. Oh,
We have our phones on... mind you, we have our phones on Do Not Disturb because of us recording. Because, it's not free agency day. So...
Okay, mutually agreed to part ways.
Doesn't matter. He still was gone.
Friedman. Oh, shit. Well, okay. That was timing. Yeah. Okay, hang on.
What are you looking for?
X.com/NHL.
I have it right here. Come here.
What? Oh, you have it?
I have X up. I always have Twitter up. What do you think I look like?
All right, so that's as each ball is drawn, odds change and teams are eliminated. Teams can move up a maximum of 10 spots if they win one of the lottery draws. Thus, only the top 11 seeds will be eligible to receive that first overall selection. The 14 teams not selected in either lottery draw will be assigned the remaining draft positions in inverse order of regular season points. So that is the draft lottery odds. So, the San Jose Sharks, unsurprisingly, hold the best odds at 18.5%. It's not over 20.
Yeah.
So I'll take that. Then the Blackhawks. Then the disaster class Nashville Predators.
And then the Philly.
Then the Philly. Then the chumps from Boston.
Kraken.
Kraken.
Buffalo, Anaheim, then us at 5. Then it drops 2% to
The Islanders and the Rangers.
1.5. No.
That's 1.5 for
Yeah,
the
one.
Islanders, 2 for the Rangers. And the Rangers see a little asterisk. Let's
Oh, it was on there. What would the asterisks mean?
yeah. So, under the terms of a January 31st, 2025 trade between the New York Rangers and the Vancouver Canucks, New York Rangers will transfer their first-round pick in either 2025 or 2026 NHL draft to Vancouver, which actually Vancouver would move it to the Penguins. Because Vancouver got it in the JT Miller trade.
Yeah.
And then we got it in the Marcus Pettersson trade.
I'll tell you what, if we get the first overall pick, we better get Matthew.
You want them to get Schaefer?
Yes.
Yeah,
Look, what do we need? A defenseman.
we do.
And who can come in and play? I think Matthew will be good.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
He's not traveling far. He's already in Erie.
Yeah. So there's that. There's Michael Misa, James Higgins. I mean, if there's a year that I want them to have first overall, it's next year because Gavin McKenna.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to keep up with the NHL draft prospects and their combine. It's so hard.
It is a lot harder than any other sport. Even the NBA. NBA makes it hard on everybody, too.
Because you got guys coming from literally everywhere.
Yes.
Like, you do not have nearly enough time to watch all of the junior tape and the college hockey tape. It's
You don't have. Football is the easiest.
yeah. Because all these guys are coming from college.
Yeah. But I think there's a year that we should get. I wouldn't mind us getting the first overall pick this year
Yeah.
and getting Matthew. I think he'll be a great fit.
But, I mean, it's down to Matthew Schaefer, Michael Misa, or James Higgins. One of the three.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, and those guys are going to go 1, 2, 3 no matter.
No matter who picks them.
Yeah.
What time's the lottery tonight?
7
7 p.m.
on ESPN. So.
Oh, I can hear PK. Woo!
No, you won't, because he's not doing lottery coverage, I don't think.
Of course not.
You're just going to hear the deputy commissioner just yap and yap
I'll tell you what.
and yap.
I'll tell you what. People hate on PK for being on TV. I love PK on TV. He's great.
He's there.
He represents hockey in a great way. He doesn't let anybody talk any trash on hockey.
Yeah.
Which is honestly what the NHL needed.
Yeah, true.
So, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, I think that's going to be it for us. Yes, it's a relatively short show especially after last week's 2-hour program. There's just not much to talk about this week. We just wrapped up hockey for the first round. MLB isn't really clicking because the Pirates just no words net is necessary for that. And the NFL was very slow. By the way, update on the NFL. Aaron Rodgers was seen at the Kentucky Derby. Rap Sheet saw him there, and he said he looked good. No news updated. So that means nothing's changed.
Okay, thanks, Rap Sheet.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But anyways, we will see you next week here. Same time, same place. We are back up and running with weather and everything not hitting us, so we should upload this at the same time as we normally do.
That last week, it wasn't because of power. It was just because I'm a lazy ass.
Well, a little bit of both. So until then, we'll see you next week. This was the Thielet and Graves podcast. This was brought to you by the Center of Media Innovations at Point Park University. I'm Ryan Thielet.
I'm Isaac Graves.
And we'll see you next week.